She is now an apparent masochist because she is running for Illinois State Senate. We need her now more than ever. Please say hello to Patti Vasquez.
I am the daughter of an immigrant. My mother came here from Villa Acuña in northern Mexico. Coahuila, Mexico is a northern state. And my mother has body issues, not hers, mine. And I never know if I'm just being sensitive, and because she has a very dramatic accent. So maybe I'm just hearing things the wrong way. Maybe when I came home from college and she said, "Oh my God, you are getting a fat ass. It looks like you put yeast in your ass." And it's just rising. Is it me? Am I being sensitive? I love that she thought that telling me I had a fat ass wasn't clear enough. As though she had to be more specific. Turn that oven off. Those buns are done. I got it. I have a fat ass. We played a lot of sports in my grade school. We had a big field next to my grade school, and I don't know who let us do this, and I don't think there's anybody I've ever met outside of Our Savior Lutheran Norwood Park that has ever heard of a game called Johnny Tackle. Nobody? Yeah. You can imagine, it's exactly what it sounds like. Two lines of kids at opposite ends of the field run at each other full speed and beat the crap out of each other. And I was really good at it, actually. I don't know if it was the body issues. I don't know if it was just the built up anxiety or anger or whatever, but I was really good. And one of the kids didn't like that. Brian Manzera. Let's call him Brian Manzera, okay? Because I forgot to change his name. Brian really hated that I was good at it, and he was a big kid. He was like twice my size. I was a skinny little kid with big boobs. And at one point, I took Brian down, and when I took him down to the ground, he reached up and ripped my shirt open. Ripped it open, bra, everything showing, and Brian on the ground started laughing and pointing, and all the kids started laughing and pointing at my bra. And I suddenly knew what it felt like to be on that stage for prom when that bucket of blood fell on Carrie. Oh, if I could have flipped tables and fire extinguisher, yeah, not that bad. I mean, like, just the feeling, I didn't want to do it, but I had that rage, and I did what any guy would have done, and I beat the living hell out of Brian Manzera. It felt good, and then that night, my teacher, Mrs. Jordan, I didn't change her name, I'm not going to. Mrs. Jordan came to our house. That's the kind of teacher Mrs. Jordan was. She felt that she had to take it upon herself to come to our house. And she was the kind of teacher, whenever she would come over, I would just be a ball of nervousness because the next day she would use an example of something she saw at my house to embarrass me. She was one of those teachers that taught through shame and embarrassment. She was. Like, if you raised your hand and said, "Can I go to the bathroom?" she would say, "Well, I'm assuming unless you have a medical condition that you're completely capable of going to the bathroom. What you're trying to ask me is whether or not you may go to the bathroom. Would you like to ask that question again?" And I was like, "May I have a mop?" And one time after coming over to our house, she decided to point out that I had told our dog Pepper to go lie down. Or was it lay down? I can't remember what was wrong. But she used it as an example the next day, and now I still can't make the distinction. I have no idea. But she came to our house, and she sat down with my mom, and she told her that I had gotten into a fight with a boy. And my mom said, "And did you go to Mrs. Manzera's house and have this conversation?" And Mrs. Jordan said, "No. I would like to know what kind of a young lady you think you are raising." And my mother said, "A young lady who can defend herself." And that is a foundation of everything that I am. Everything that my mother says, I let it go because of that moment. It changed my life forever. It is a foundation for everything. That's where my foundation lies. Or lays. I don't know. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Little song for Patti. Jordan is an old school marm with eyes and a pointy arm. Mrs. Jordan pulls the 5 alarm. Whenever girls get tough, Mrs. Jordan feeds the patriarchy. What you do for women is a travesty. I could almost hear dear Susan B. screaming from the grave. I stand for girls. I stand for Emily, Gloria, Betty, Free. They took us by Simone de Beauvoir. This is Malala's world. I stand for girls. Yeah. Mrs. Jordan likes to get her kicks, visiting and harassing